Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
And now a timeout called defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield looks to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Even for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks set a team record and were 3rd in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Mayfield. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This will be fielded at the 17. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing, Mayfield. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Mayfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Run. Point it right. Okay.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Mayfield down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Point it right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Regular.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York on now for the extra point.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Browns 21, Panthers 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. Now a crease here. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Shoves him aside. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, alert 33.
Brings up third
Up,
and
up.
7.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Run.
On second and 9, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Grant Delpit drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
Point it right. 50. Alert.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Chubb will get the call running left. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Chubb on the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 13 at their 49-yard line.
Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kick. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 2nd and 10, Watson steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Strong safety. Some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
1st and 10. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Mayfield now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
King!
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Terrace Marshall.
50 yards.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Chubb running right.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that 1st win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still